Hi guys, I'm Shmi and I'm currently out in beautifully sunny Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, and over there you can see the famous Palm. There's a lovely yacht that we're looking at. That direction you've got the Burj Al Arab Hotel, but the purpose of this video is to talk about this car, the Cadillac CTS-V. Now I'm out here in Dubai with three fellow YouTubers, Paul from Supercharged of London, Sam from Seen Through Glass, and Seb Delaney. And the car we've been using, well, two cars we've been using for our transportation over the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix weekend have been this one, the CTS-V, and also the Cadillac ATS-V sedan. So yesterday we drove in this car, which is quite a beast, over to the Grand Prix circuit for qualifying day. Today is the race itself, but we're going to be taking a taxi over. So I figured I'd use this morning to show you the car and talk a little bit more about it. Now, we're having a lot of fun because under the hood, there is a 6.2 litre supercharged V8 with 649 PS and 853 Newton meters of torque. It's a derivative of the engine from the Corvette Z06. So that's a pretty special beast and it sounds insane. From a visual point of view, the CTS-V has some pretty aggressive looks, especially over the sort of standard car when you have the V-Series. You've got some larger intakes and grills for all the cooling that needs to come in through the front. You've got a carbon fibre hood with the carbon fibre slats through the bonnet there, which sort of channel air over the top for downforce as opposed to sending it under the car, lifting the car up. Obviously carbon fibre is all about saving weight, hence why you have the carbon fibre hood, significantly lighter than more traditional materials, although the whole sort of package with this car is aimed at saving weight. It's around 1850 kilos. So around front you've got the carbon fibre front splitter as well, just beneath those extra vents. And a feature I particularly like is the headlights with the running light strips that come all the way around and down. It's incredibly aggressive, especially when you have the car behind you, because it's right on the outsides of the car, so it gives it a very low, wide stance. So from a looks point of view, it's doing very well around the front. Got a good wheel design too, with the V logo on the wheels. Of course, I should mention actually quickly, rear wheel drive, 5-seater, capable of 200 miles an hour, 320 kilometers per hour. So seriously quick way and luxurious way to travel with a bunch of your mates, which you can't necessarily do in a Corvette Z06, for example. We've got a lip spoiler here at the back, obviously for downforce, again carbon fibre on the boot lid, and down below we've got the quad exhaust pipes sitting there, two on each side, either side of the central reversing light. So the car's from Cadillac Arabia, so big thanks to them, of course, for providing this for me to take a look at around right now. That's the outside. Let's take a look on the inside of the car. Now I've got to get the key out of my pocket first. Cadillac key here, standard lock, unlock. You can remote start the engine. Oh, I should show you that on the screen, probably better. Lock, unlock, remote start the engine, double press here to open the boot and sound the horn. Let's unlock the car. Oh, double press to unlock the passenger side, because of course left-hand drive cars, not right-hand drive. Out here, take a look around the inside. Seats, good side bolstering, love the design up here. Very sporty look to them, especially with the Recaro two-tone design and feel to the seats. We've got an 8-speed automatic gearbox. I'll talk more about the driving when we take it out, because we've got a big digital display over that side as well. I'll get to that when we get back in. Alcantara steering wheel, carbon fibre inserts and trim. Generally very modern, cool finish to the interior. Take a quick look in the back too, and the design style continues through. All looks very nice. We've got a nice glass panoramic roof as well up there, with the front section that opens. So let's head round and jump into the driver's seat and start the car up, so I can show you a little bit of what we've got in here. So it's a rather hot day in Dubai. This cool sort of splash screen that comes up and travels over there. Cadillac Q, the entertainment system. I'll just pop the key in. You've got a number of sort of sensor console that's motorized, and they're flat there, so you can pop the key in a number of different places. Then the engine start-stop button here. Fires into life, and we'll probably have some air conditioning blowing quite hard right now because, like I said, It is boiling today here in Dubai. Let's have a look at the entertainment system. It says it's 26 degrees. I can believe it might even be warmer than that. So the digital display here is pretty cool. Lots of different screens and settings and modes you can go through. If you use this button to put the car in the different sport and track modes, I put it into track here, you're going to see the different display that comes up. And you can hear the valves opening slightly as well, although maybe you can't over the top of the air conditioning right now, but that opens up the valves a notch. So you've got that large center rev counter display, the white finish. You can control using the switches here, the different displays you have to the sides. You can choose what's on either side, so you can have tire pressures on the left, and then if we go over to the right, you can bring up all sorts of different things. I'll just cycle through them all so you can see everything that we've got on there. Have we been all the way around yet? There we go, all the way around. So you've got that sort of fuel reading on the left there, on the right, sorry. You've got your cruise control settings here, your volume, your phone, all the usual kind of luxury and comfort sort of settings and controls that you would want. There's a head-up display, which you probably can't really see. Yeah, you can just about see that moving around. Bit hard with the bright lights today. And nice sort of quite thin bordered rearview mirror up there too. On the infotainment side of things in here, we've got, well, if I press this and go home, most of the things you come to expect, your phone, all of that stuff. You've got the PDR, performance data recorder, where you plug an SD card into the glove box and it will track your sort of what you're doing with the car and your performance side of things. So if you're driving around a racetrack or something, that's pretty cool, not to be used on the road nonetheless. But everything else works very nicely through this large touchscreen. So I think it would be appropriate now to take the car for a little drive. Getting underway then, and we're in Tour mode, the completely sort of normal standard driving setting. So the valves are closed, the suspension's softer, just gentle sort of relaxed mode, I suppose you could say. Then we've got sport, track, and then everything off. So I'll go up to sport in a moment, but this mode, it's very, very relaxed, very chilled. The magnetic suspension is incredibly clever. It's reading the road at 50 kilometers an hour every single centimeter. So that's an awful lot of sort of analyzing and adjusting all sort of settings and making sure it's all comfortable and relaxed for you. We've got all the sort of electrical convenience features, lane assist. The car is incredibly high specification, costs around 100,000 euros, but literally loaded to the brim with technology, everything you could possibly want. The mode adjustment here, if I put this into sport mode, there we go, you'll probably hear the valve open, and it's going to be a little bit louder. There we go. You've got a button here on the gear stick, the 8-speed auto, to put it into manual mode, which you're then obviously running with the paddles on the back of the wheel. So manual mode. The shifts are not the fastest in the world, that has to be said. The noise is awesome, but there's quite a lot of lag on upshift, downshift. Then you do that and it sounds amazing, but I'm not sure why the shifts aren't a little bit quicker. You know, maybe if you put it in track mode, they'll speed up on us a little bit. It's not even letting me go into track mode. There we go, track. But perhaps that's one of the reasons for a double clutch over this kind of gearbox, but nobody can tell you it doesn't sound awesome. It is a little bit quicker in track mode there, I noticed immediately, but yeah, so we've got a thumping V8, which I could just do this all the time with, but that wouldn't be so good for my fuel economy. But in general, just a pretty nice place to be sat. And when you pull at higher speeds, I'm in the Dubai Marina here now, so I can't. But when you're pulling away at higher speeds, it has so much performance. You know, it's less than 4 seconds to 60 miles an hour, 62 miles an hour, 100 kilometers, and it will keep pulling and pulling and pulling, competing, you know, on the performance level up with the M5 and the E63. For a driving and traffic point of view, equally comfortable. I'm not going to lie, we don't have that much by way of corners here in central Dubai, so there's not too much opportunity to try it in locations other than the traffic. But from a driving point of view, for the purposes we've been using it for, getting from A to B, it's been attracting a lot of attention. We've noticed loads of people turning around to have a look at this car, wanting to know more about it. Even when we took it to the Ferrari parade, people were asking about it. And it's a pretty cool place. You feel quite baller, for lack of another word, when you're driving in the CTS-V. It fits and it works very well out here. And this car's available worldwide as well, UK, Europe, everywhere. So I think if I don't sit in the traffic for too long, I'm going to turn around and head back to where I started, just to sort of take a final wrap up. I realised it would be wrong to take a car like this out and do a video with it without showing you how it sounds. So let's start it up, give it a couple of blips, just so you can hear that thunderous V8. I'm going to wrap up there with the CTS-V and go and head over, catch up with the others, because this afternoon is Abu Dhabi Grand Prix time and I'm looking forward to that a lot. Of course, we can't film there, but having a lot of fun with the CTS-V. Like I said, I'll also be filming the ATS-V sedan that we're filming with out here in Dubai. So big thanks to Cadillac for providing the car. It certainly sounds insane and it fits what we're doing out here pretty well, which is always the aim with everything that I do. Anyway, make sure you're subscribed, check out all the other videos from this amazing trip to Dubai, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers! And we're in Dubai. I'm here with Seb, Sam and Paul, and we've got a pretty cool adventure ahead. Your eyes do not deceive you. The car's in here,